everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new type of video for me, and that is a monthly reset video. I've seen Katie is reading and Toy Between Pages doing these monthly reset videos every month, and I got inspired to do one of my own. I don't know if I'm going to be doing these every month because I don't have that many things to do every month for a reset video, but for the month of February I do have a couple of things to do. So first we're going to be doing we're not going to do that first. First order of business is a bookshelf reorganization and an unhaul, because I recently acquired some books, more specifically the Six of Crows LitJoy Crate editions, and they're absolutely beautiful and stunning and amazing, and I need to put them somewhere on my shelves. So I might have to dethrone my collector's editions of Six of Crows to put these on display, and then figure out where I'm gonna put those. And I also want display the box that the books came in, and I just have things that I need to put onto the shelf and I need to organize, and in order to do that I need to unhaul. I have been contemplating unhauling for a little while now, but I just keep going back and forth on whether or not I want to actually unhaul, because there's books that I know I can get rid of, but I'm like, what if I want to read them in 5 years, So I just need to come to terms with the fact that if I haven't read these books yet, I'm probably not gonna read them anytime soon. I've had some of these books on my TBR for 3 or 4 years and I haven't touched them. I have books on my TBR that I got just because they were free or $1, and I was like, oh, I wanted to kind of read that, or oh, I've heard about that book before, so if it's free or $2, I might as well buy it. And that's not the greatest mindset to have when it comes to acquiring books, because then you end up like me with God knows how many books on your TBR that you just truly have no interest in, and the only reason that you got them was because they were free or $2 at Goodwill. So I need to desperately unhaul some books because I just don't really see myself reading them ever, or maybe just not right now. So there's definitely some books that I can get rid of. I think I'm going to list them on my Pango for a month and see what happens, and if they don't get sold, then I'll probably just take them to some little free libraries or Goodwill or used bookstores. There's no used bookstores near me, but if they don't sell on my Pango in a month and a half, then I'm going to get rid of them via other means. So yeah, we're going to unhaul some books, do a mini bookshelf reorganization. I'm not gonna do a whole reorganization because I like my bookshelves the way that they are. They just need a little bit of a refresh, a little bit of TLC, just fix some things, because I don't have space for the books I've been acquiring, so they're just sitting on top of other books and it just doesn't look good. And then the last thing that I have on my list as of right now, I might come up with some other random little things to do, but the main 3 things I want to do is unhaul, reorganize my bookshelves, and do my February reading journal setup. I've recently gone back into reading journaling and I need to do my February setup. I want to do a little bit of a Valentine's Day theme. I found these really cute Valentine's Day teacup stickers on Etsy, and I also ordered some other Valentine's themed stickers, and I really wanted to use those, but they're not going to get here on time because they're shipping from Germany, and I don't think I have the patience to wait for those to arrive. So I don't know what I'm going to do with those stickers, because they're so cute and I really wanted to use them. So I don't know, we'll see. So those are my plans for this February monthly reset. So I'm gonna go ahead and start unhauling my shelves, and then I'll come back with an update to let you know what books I plan on getting rid of. Okay, so this is a horrible angle, but for some reason I felt like standing up to film this. Let me just adjust the tripod a little bit. That's a little better. So I just unhauled and organized my shelves. Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot that I wanted to include this box somewhere on my shelves. What if like that? I had like a vision for that, but that's not gonna work. So I wasn't able to include the Six of Crows Litjoy crate box because I completely forgot. I can just like I mean, I think it would look weird on the shelves anyway. Like, I don't think it like fits. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would actually look good on the shelves. So like, you know, maybe it's a good thing that I wasn't able to fit this in anywhere. So yeah, I will be keeping that box though. So now I'm going to show you guys what books I decided to unhaul. There might be there's probably gonna be one hot take in this unhaul, but let me just grab all the books and show you. Okay, so I'm not able to physically grab everything, so let me just like move this over here. That's gonna fall. So let me just quickly go through all the books that I'm going to be unhauling, but first let's talk about these two, because I'm not unhauling this because this is for my friend. I still need to give it to her because I got this signed for her at the book fair by Ellie Hazelwood, so I need to give this to my friend. So this isn't an unhaul, but I just have to get it off my shelves and put like literally anywhere else. So there's that. And then Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I actually have 2 copies of this book, and this I believe is, yes, this is the signed and personalized pre-order that I got. So I'm not going to be unhauling this, even though I did not like this book. I DNF'd it. I didn't like it, but I'm going to hold on to it for, you know, sentimental reasons, but I'm going to keep this, but I'm just going to put it somewhere else. I don't know where exactly. Maybe like at the top of my shelves. I'll put this. I don't know yet, but I am going to be keeping this, but I'm just going to move it off of like my shelves because I didn't like seeing it next to my other romance books because I didn't like this book, and also the orange like right there just wasn't really going with all the colors, and like it just didn't look good, and I need to put this somewhere else with like another like Emily Henry like little section, even though we're like on tough terms right now. But yeah, this is the first book that I'm going to be getting off of my shelves. Where am I gonna put these? Let me just, you know what, we're just gonna make a pile over here. So next up we have Haikyuu Volume 1. I got this for free at a book swap. I don't remember what book I got in exchange for it, but like, you know, it was free. I didn't have to pay for it. I got rid of some books. I got some books, and this was one of them. I don't need to have this. Like, I'm simply just not going to read this. I'll watch the anime because I do want to consume this story, but you know, I'll just watch the anime, and like I don't need to have a physical copy of a manga that, like, you know, like I don't need to have this. I don't need to have it. So I'm gonna be getting rid of it. I was gonna, whatever. Okay. Next up, I'm still debating actually getting rid of my Spy Family volumes. I have volumes, what do I have? I have volumes 1 through 10, which is everything that is currently out right now in English. This is so difficult to hold, but yeah, so I have a bit of a complicated relationship with Spy Family at the moment because like the last 2 volumes, like I gave volume 10 4 stars, but it was like a hesitant 4. So like as I was reading, I was kind of like, I don't really care. like Lloyd's backstory was like really interesting or whatever, but just like I didn't really care that much, and I feel like this series for me and like a couple of other people too is like kind of falling off. Like I don't know what it is, but it's just not holding my interest anymore, and like the recent volumes just like have not been very interesting. Like I've given them like between like 3 and 4 stars, but like I don't know, something about this series just isn't really doing it for me anymore. Maybe it's the fact that it's volume 10/11 and there hasn't been much development for Lloyd and Yor. Like, what do you mean it's been 10 volumes and there hasn't been much like development in their relationship? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I like the concept of this series and it's really fun, and I have enjoyed what I have read from. Like there's some volumes in here that I loved, like especially the early volumes, but then after that it just feels like it's not really holding my interest. It's not really going anywhere. Nothing interesting is happening, and like at this point I feel like it's gonna be at volume 35 or 40 when they're gonna find out who the other person is, and then that's when the relationship is gonna start to develop. Like I don't know. I don't want to say that I dropped one of them. I don't want to say that I don't care about the series anymore, but like I don't think I care enough to have them on my shelves. Like I will continue reading maybe for like another volume or two just to see like what I truly feel, because it's just been only like 2 volumes that have been done so far. But like I don't think I'm definitely not gonna keep collecting them. Like I'm not gonna keep buying the mangas for this, and if I want to read it I'll just read it from Libby, or I'll find it like literally anywhere else. I don't need to have physical copies of them, and they were taking up an entire shelf. Like one of these small little shelves is what this was taking up basically. Like this is a lot of space to be taking up for something that I don't really care that much about. Like I might keep volume 1 just because Lloyd is like so sexy, so like I kind of want to look at him. But like I don't know, I'm still hesitant to fully get rid of these, so I think I'm just going to store them away for now, probably in the box that my LitJoy books came in. But yeah, I'm going to store these away until I figure out what I really want to do, because like I spent so much money on these. And I don't know. I don't think I'll actually get rid of them yet. Maybe I don't know. I need to just move on. So wait, did it get damaged? Ooh, a little bit. That's unfortunate. But anyway, next up we have Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I read this sometime last year, didn't really care about it, I gave it 3 stars. I was just like speed listening to the audiobook. There's still a bookmark in here. Let me take that bookmark out and put it with my other bookmarks. So Anxious People, Frederick Bachman. Didn't really care that much about it, and I don't want to keep books on my shelves that were just like 3 stars. Like I want my bookshelves to be a reflection of books that I really enjoyed, so that's gonna be going. Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. Don't really care enough to read it anymore, to be honest. The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed. I read this book in 2020 and I really liked it. I gave it like 5 stars, I think, but the cover, the spine is so fucking ugly. Like I couldn't, even the naked hardcover is ugly. So I don't want this on display on my shelves. I think I'm still gonna keep it because like it is a book that I really enjoy. Like I gave it 5 stars when I read it. Granted that was in like 2020. And like my reading tastes have changed a lot, but I don't want to fully get rid of this yet. I don't know. I can fucking get rid of it. I'm not gonna reread this, but also don't want to get rid of it. But I don't know. But I read this one, really liked it. Don't care enough to read this anymore. I need to stop throwing them on my bed because it's getting out of hand over there. So next up we have They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. I read this in 2022, either 2021 or 2022. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I gave it like 5 stars, I think, and then I wanted to have a physical copy on my shelves, but like, do I really want to have a physical copy on my shelves? Like, I never look at this. I never have the urge to reread it. I'm not gonna fucking annotate it. So like, why do I need to have a physical copy of a thriller of all things? Like, I'm not gonna be rereading this. I'm not gonna be annotating it. I might like lend it out to someone, but like, I don't know. I don't think I need to have this on my shelves. It's just taking up valuable real estate. The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead is another book that I got at the bookshop because I was like, oh, I've heard about that author before. And I decided to get it because like, it was free. So, no harm, no foul. I don't think I'm gonna read this. And then the last 3 books are also books that I am just simply not going to read. The first one is The Chosen and the Beautiful by Neve Vo. This is like a Great Gatsby retelling, but make it queer, I think. I read like the first chapter and I didn't really care. But this is like a long time ago. Like, I read the first chapter, didn't really care. Also, I don't like The Great Gatsby. Like, I read The Great Gatsby in 2021, I think. I don't know, I read it for fun. Wait, speaking of The Great Gatsby, I'm gonna unhaul my copy, Penguin English Library copy of The Great Gatsby because I don't fucking like The Great Gatsby. I read it, I felt so stupid, I didn't care. Granted, this is like the first classic that I read for fun, so like my brain hadn't really, adjusted to like reading a classic for fun after only reading classics in high school, and this is the first one that I read for fun. So like my brain wasn't used to the fact that I could just like read classics for fun, so I read it, but I didn't really like it. I didn't care about anything that was going on. I didn't like any of the characters, and I gave it 2 stars. And then I got this for, I think, a birthday gift a couple years ago. It's a Great Gatsby retelling. I don't like The Great Gatsby. Like, I had interest in reading it at the time, which is why I asked for it for my birthday, but like, I'm simply not going to read a Great Gatsby retelling because I don't like The Great Gatsby. And then I have The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, and this is Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. I have the dust jacket in my closet because the dust jacket, like that cover, that blue cover, did not look good on my shelves. So yeah, I have these 2. These are also books that I've had on my shelves for, I honestly think I got these in 2020. It's currently 2024 and haven't even opened them. The only time that I opened this book was to take the dust jacket off. Like, I have not touched these books. I haven't opened them. Like, they're just like in pristine condition. Like, I have not even breathed near these books since I got them, and I just have no interest in reading them anymore. But yeah, so those are all the books that I'm going to be unhauling. It's honestly kind of a lot. It's like, there's 10 volumes of Spy Family and all of that. That's like, what, 20 books? Maybe? Around like 20-ish books that I was able to unhaul, which is not a lot. Like, I feel like I could probably unhaul like a little bit more, but I just wanted to be able to get rid of some books to be able to put books on my shelf in an actual organized manner, and I was able to successfully do that. So I am exhausted. I didn't even do that much, but I am exhausted. So I'm going to go ahead and probably put all these books in this box just to like get them out of the way and not have them be like in a pile. I'll probably put them in a box, put them in my closet, and then just like forget they exist until it's time for me to move out, probably. And then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with them. I'll list some of them on Pango eventually, but I am not gonna do that right now. So yeah, I'll show you guys what my bookshelves look like, and then I think I'm just gonna probably like watch some YouTube or some Netflix or something because I am a little bit tired. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then either tomorrow or the day after I'll be doing my reading journal setup because I need to figure out what I want to do. I also want my stickers to come in so I can like properly visualize everything. So yeah, once I have everything all laid out and set up, then I'll show you my reading journal setup. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and relax and put some books away and call it a night for today. So I am now here to wrap up this reset vlog. This pile of books back here is the pile of books that I plan on unhauling and listing on my Pango, and I have added considerably more books since I last spoke with you guys because I did a second unhaul that I actually showed in a reading vlog, which will probably be up after this video. So if you want to see even more books that I plan on unhauling, then check out that reading vlog or my Pango. But yeah, these are all of the books that I plan on getting rid of. Will I be able to lift? No, I'm not gonna be. It's way too heavy. I was gonna like lift up the tub to show you guys, but no, it is way too heavy. But yeah, these are all the books that I plan on unhauling. And then I also did my reading journal setup, and I am so happy. Like, this has honestly been the best day ever because I was not expecting these stickers to arrive. Like, I think I spoke earlier in this vlog about how I was waiting for this specific sticker sheet to arrive, and I wasn't sure if it was going to arrive on time because it was coming from Germany, but I decided to check the mail today and it was here, and I just immediately started journaling. Like, it was the first thing that I did as soon as I got home. I was so happy. So let me just show you guys my little February setup. I am so happy with how it turned out. I think it turned out so cute. I absolutely adore these stickers, and I love how the stickers have like a white background. Well, most stickers do, but for some reason these specifically, like, you can't really tell that they're stuck on there. Like, I don't know, I can not tell. I don't know if you guys can tell, but from afar it looks like it's just like, you know, kind of like drawn on, kind of like the stickers. They don't look like they're stuck on, like, especially like these two down here. I don't know if that makes any sense, but yeah, this is my February reading journal setup. I've been kind of messing around with what I want to do in the stats box, because in my January setup I did favorite book, number of books, and then like a monthly overview. I think kind of like a little like journal type situation, since I don't really know what to like include in the stats portion, and I want to include stats, but I don't really keep track of like number of pages and like hours listened to or any of that. So I do favorite book and number of books because those are, you know, stats that I like. But instead of doing monthly overview like I did in January, I decided to do favorite quotes because I think it would be nice to, like, as I'm reading a book and I see a quote that I really like, just like jot it down here. Will I have enough space to put enough quotes? No, so I'll probably just like keep track of them on my phone, and then like the quotes that I really love I'll put on here probably. But yeah, so I have my stats, my TBR, which I'm going to show you guys right now, and then this side here is where I'm going to fill it up with all of the books that I read, because in January I did not include that much space. Like, this is the only space that I have for the books that I have read, and I have another book to add to this, and then potentially another one. Like, I need to add 2 more books to my little wrap up, and I don't have enough space. So I decided to give myself more than enough space this time around for February. So I have all of this space to put all of my books that I have read. Hopefully I'll be able to fill this up. If not, then I have like stickers I can use to fill up the space. But yeah, absolutely adore how my February setup turned out. I'm so happy I decided to just wait a little bit longer to see if my stickers would arrive, and I'm so happy with how this looks. I just absolutely adore these stickers so much. I'll link these stickers and the Etsy shop that I got them from down below because they are absolutely beautiful. But yeah, enough of this. I'm going to show you guys my TBR. I originally wasn't planning on showing you my TBR because I really don't do TBRs because I'm not good at sticking to TBRs. Like, if you've ever watched any of my TBR videos, I probably haven't read any of those books. Like, I can't do TBRs because I am a mood reader. But this is an exception because these are all books that I am very excited about and that I know I'll read. Hopefully. Hopefully. So the first book that I have is Lord of Scoundrels by Loretta Chase. This is a historical romance. I don't really know what it's about. I don't feel like reading the blurb on the back, but this was a 5-star prediction, so I really hope that I love this because I just have a feeling that I'm really gonna love it. Like, my friend absolutely loves it. Like, she like highly recommended this one to me, and I saw a quote for it on Instagram the other day and I was like, wow, that is stunning. So I really hope that I love this one. And then I also have volume 35 of Yona the Dawn. Absolutely adore this series. I don't think I need to explain this, but I absolutely adore Yona of the Dawn, and I want to catch up on the series because I have been reading this for far too long and I just need to be caught up already. And absolutely adore this cover. They all look so stunning. Absolutely obsessed with them. And I also have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I actually DNF'd Part of Your World by the same author in like the same series. It made it to my worst books of 2023 video because I just did not like it, but I've heard many good things about this one. Like, I know Tia DNF'd or like absolutely hated Part of Your World, but she loved Yours Truly if I'm not mistaken. So I really hope that I love this one. I don't know, we'll see what happens. And the next book on my TBR I am very excited about. A Perilous Undertaking by Deanna Raybourn. This is the second Veronica Speedwell book. I read the first one earlier this month. It was actually the second book, I think, that I read this year, and I loved it. The banter between Veronica and Stoker is just so good, and like, I know the slow burn is gonna be insane, and like, I've been trained for slow burn romances because of Yona the Dawn, so I just know that this is going to be such a good slow burn over like 9 books, and I'm so excited to have a physical copy so I can annotate it. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be doing like underline annotating, but I will definitely be putting in some tabs for my absolute favorite moments, and I'm so excited to continue this series. And then the last book that I have is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. I keep saying I'm gonna read this, but then I don't. Don't ask me why, but I've heard so many good things about this one. It's a nonfiction. It's like a collection of essays, I believe, about parties, dates, friends, jobs, life, and love. And yeah, I just keep hearing so many good things about this book and also her other books, and I want to see what it's about. So yeah, those are my reading plans for February. Oh my god, I forgot one more book because I don't have it physically. I also want to read A Torch Against the Night by Sawa. It is the second An Ember in the Ashes book, or the first one. I think I finished it like last week. So good, so good. And it is the Wyverns and Words book club pick for February. They're doing a read along of the entire series, and I want to be a part of the fun, so I'm going to be continuing the Ember in the Ashes series. I don't have a physical copy. I do have the EPUB for it though. Will I get a physical copy? To be determined, because I'm trying to decide if I want the hardcovers or the paperbacks. I have the hardcover for the first book. I don't know if I want to keep collecting the hardcovers. I don't know which covers I want. Like, they have 2 different covers. I don't know which one I like more, and it's just like, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I also want to read A Torch Against the Night. Really excited to see where this series goes. If I am remembering correctly, I think this one is just like following Elia and Elias as they're just like on the run, exploring, adventuring around, trying to escape, you know, be on the run type thing. And I think it's gonna be very fun. Probably also very scary because this series is a lot more brutal than I expected. But I am really excited to see where it goes because it's just so good. Like, it was such a pleasant surprise. Like, I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. But yeah, so now those are actually all of my reading plans for February. I am very excited about all the books that I plan on reading. But yeah, so that is actually it for this monthly reset video. I had a lot of fun doing this, like going through my shelves and unhauling and doing my reading journal setup and like organizing my shelves. Like, it was just so much fun. I don't know if I'm going to be doing these every month because I don't think I have enough things to do every month to be able to do a reset video. Like, the only thing that I really have to do every month is like my reading journal setup, and like that's it. So I don't know. I really had fun making this video though, but I don't know if I have enough content for reset videos to be able to do them every month. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.